All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. It is Tuesday, October 27th, I think. Is it Tuesday? Who knows? I've been up for a few hours now, but we are back talking about episode 1 of Ninjago entitled Rise of the Snakes. This episode came out in late 2011, early 2012. Thank you to everybody joining right now. I see you guys all there. For those of you guys that are wondering how this works, let's go ahead and get right into the information really quick before we get started with the reviews. If it's your first time joining here on the streams with us, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is our stream information for those of you guys that do not know, or for those of you guys that need a little bit of a refresher. We stream every Monday through Friday, so pretty much every day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday. Those are my day off. Yeah, Monday through Friday. It's going to be 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Central Time. So it is noon here for me, or 12:05 more accurately. But the streams will always be starting at 12, just with a few minutes of, I guess, preparation time in there. So for those of you guys joining us wondering what the idle screen was, well, that's pretty much what it is. So, and the reviews, or at least the streams rather, will be consisting of one episode review, and most of the time that won't really take up the entirety of the stream, as we will be streaming for around an hour. So yeah, we will take up the remainder of the time with a Q&A session. So yeah, and of course I will update this day by day as the streams go. So just in case I can't stream for whatever reason or something comes up, I will let you guys know through the community tab. I will say really quick, no advertising in the chat. That should go without saying. Also, I do need to talk about spam really quick. Try not to spam the same thing over and over again either. But yeah, no advertisements, no spams. And then also in regard to the Q&A questions, we will get started by talking about the episode review. If you guys have questions related to the episode or some stuff related to that, feel free to go ahead and list that as we go through the review. However, if you just have like a general question, you might want to save that for the Q&A section of the stream. So just letting you guys know. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We are going to be starting off by talking about the plot of this episode, then we'll jump into the good stuff, and then we'll jump into the bad stuff, and then as always, at the end of my review, sorry, cannot speak today, I'll be giving the episode a final score out of 10. Let's go ahead and get started here by talking about this episode. So I had a lot of fun rewatching this, I will just say right off the bat. This episode was really, really fun. So let's go ahead and get started here by talking about the plot. First things first, we see Wu kind of meditating with the spirit smoke, but he hears the ninja kind of fighting or hustling or whatever they're doing. He goes to the training course expecting to see them. He doesn't. He goes to the video game room, finds them playing their own game, which is kind of weird, but yeah, he kind of yells at him a little bit, but they do kind of tell Wu, it's like, hey, it's fine. We'll be ready when Garmadon returns. But in reality, they're not, as Nia runs in saying that Garmadon has returned, and the ninja are not prepared in the slightest. They do go ahead and grab their dragons, though, and try to run towards Jamanikai village, where Garmadon is rumored to be hanging out and rumored to be attacking the village. So they try to rush there on their dragons. They do decide to eventually race down there as they talk about their golden weapons and what they can do, which I do really like. Then we jump into their actual entry to Jamanikai village, and they're all prepared to take on Garmadon, but it turns out it's just Lloyd, which is the first episode in which we see young Lloyd Garmadon. So he makes his debut in this episode, and he's not as intimidating as his father. So the ninja are kind of disappointed. Lloyd is just kind of a minor inconvenience, so they hang him up on a pole and try to teach him a lesson there, and slowly make their way back to the monastery. But before they do that, they do kind of, I guess, have a little bit of a discussion when Kai drops his pack, revealed to be Sensei's pack, and inside is the legend of the Green Ninja, a prophecy in which the ninja, I guess, read that one of them will rise above the rest and become the legendary Green Ninja. So that immediately causes some tension between the team, as everyone is convinced that they are the Green Ninja, except for Cole, who kind of, takes a little bit of a moment to remind the ninja why they're all a team and what makes them also such good friends. But regardless, they do make it back to the monastery, in which they propose a tournament. So in this tournament, they'll be facing off against each other one-on-one with the golden weapons, and then they go ahead and will face off against each other, and whoever wins will face off against the other person that wins, and that will eventually determine who the Green Ninja is. Not the best strategy, but But they do go ahead and decide to have a small tournament. The first match is Kai versus Jay, in which Kai wins, and then Cole and Zayn fight, and then Cole wins, and then finally we have Kai versus Cole as the final, I guess, battle there. And it's all good until Kai's sword of fire catches on fire and almost burns down the monastery. A little bit of foreshadowing there for the next episode, but Master Wu shows up, puts the fire out, and yells at the ninja, asking them, what's going on. Because imagine you're Sensei Wu, you just walk out the monastery and you just see Kai on fire, Jay's on fire, everything's burning, and everyone's freaking out. Yeah, I'd be upset too. A lot of people really don't like Master Wu. From what I've seen, some folks think he's a little mean, but I don't think he's mean enough. These guys need discipline, and he knows what's up. So I think Jay got the worst out of it all, though. He was basically like on fire, dude. Wasn't so much fun there. But then we jump over to Lloyd, who actually is stumbling through some type of frozen barren wasteland and comes across the first tribe of Serpentine known as the Hypnobrai. One of them immediately tries to hypnotize Lloyd, as that is their special power, but it kind of backfires, and Lloyd immediately assumes command of the army. So that's something. And he brings them to Jamanakai village and tries to get revenge on the ninja. The ninjas show up after Nia tells him what's up. And yeah, pretty crazy stuff going on there. Master Wu goes ahead and sees the Serpentine invading Jamanakai village and immediately attacks them as such. So, uh, yeah, pretty crazy stuff. But the ninja do return to Jamanakai village in order to go ahead and, I guess, face off against the Serpentine, which time, this time they're actually there. So they actually do have a fight in hand. And overall, it's pretty successful. I mean, a lot of the citizens are kind of hypnotized, but overall, they do go ahead and successfully get the anti-venom, make the citizens unhypnotized, and face off against the snakes very successfully. Lloyd and the Serpentine retreat, but Cole is, I guess, attacked by one of the Hypnobrai and hypnotized as such, and that'll lead into the next episode as well. So that'll pretty much do it for the plot summary of this episode going on here. Pretty good episode, I'd say. There's a lot of good stuff that I have to talk about. In terms of spam in the chat, you guys, just a reminder, try not to spam. Warning there. So, yeah, you guys can have discussions in the chat, that's fine, but try not to spam. I mean, it's fine by me. But let's go ahead and get started with some good stuff. The Serpentine are actually pretty good too. Yeah, I love the Serpentine. There's so much lore to them. Absolutely. There's a lot of good stuff going on with the Serpentine, and I really love how Kai is really kind of skeptical of them at first because, he's like, oh, the Serpentine, that's fake, man. They don't exist. But turns out they do exist, and they are a force to be reckoned with, so that's something. I also really love the ninja progression. There's not a whole lot of development in between the pilots and this. They're kind of lazy, and it kind of reminds me of what they did with the ninja in season 11, where the ninja are just kind of lazy after a big victory, so it's kind of a parallel there. But I also really enjoy the prophecy of the Green Ninja, which was revealed in this episode. Now, this kind of kickstarted a big streak of curiosity for me when this episode first came out, because the Green Ninja prophecy was something that just really fascinated me for whatever reason. So I really like that, and I love the way that it was introduced in this episode. Also, I do need to mention the tournament. I really love the little showdown that the ninja have with each other. Obviously, Kai takes on Jay, then Zayn takes on Cole, and then finally Cole and Kai face off for the finale. It's pretty cool, pretty good stuff. I really love seeing the ninja fight each other. That's just something that I've always just kind of liked. Of course, they're not like fighting each other to the death or anything like that, but they're actually, fighting each other in a pretty good way. I mean, they're kind of trying to figure out who's the Green Ninja in that way, which is kind of dumb on their part, but hey, whatever works, right? I really like the fight. Again, the Serpentine are kind of dumb in some episodes, but in this episode, they're pretty intimidating, and I really love them quite a bit. It's a good introduction to the Hypnobrai, and especially the Serpentine as a whole, so really excited for that. Also, this episode was the first episode that Lloyd Garmadon was featured in, and obviously he's not the Green Ninja yet, but he's just kind of the little bratty kid that we all used to know him as, so that's pretty fun. It was a pretty interesting debut episode, so yeah. And also Master Wu was pretty good. I do need to leave a honorable mention for Master Wu because again, he's just like super great in this episode. He knows what he's doing and he's not really messing around here. And that's the Master Wu that I prefer, the one that's actually, really in with his training and knows what he's doing and doesn't really take anything from anybody. That's really good. So, really like that. In terms of bad things, It's kind of a nitpicky thing on my part, but I mean, this episode had a lot of, I guess, mistakes in it, if you will. A lot of Ninjago episodes, especially in the earlier seasons, had little minor errors in between there. Sometimes it's an animation error, sometimes the ninjas say the wrong thing with the wrong person's voice. In this episode, there are several instances where Kai says something in Cole's voice, Cole says something in Kai's voice, so on and so forth, but it's not that big of a deal to me. It didn't like detract from the episode at all. It was just kind of something that was like, oh, wait, that doesn't sound very right. And yeah, it happens in a lot of the first couple of seasons of Ninjago. Nowadays, it's kind of, I guess, toned down a little bit. There's not a whole lot of that, but, yeah, a lot of voiceover mistakes overall. Also, something that I wanted to point out was Lloyd being a little obnoxious, but again, neither Lloyd's obnoxiousness or the voiceover errors are a fault of the episode itself. It's just kind of a production error or a storyline thing, not so much the fault of an episode. So I'm not really going to be taking off too many points for that. In fact, I'm not going to take off any points at all. It was a really pleasure, or it was a really fun time visiting this episode again. I kind of watched it last night in preparation for this stream, thought it was really well done. It was nice to go ahead and revisit it. I remember watching this episode when I was young and just being obsessed with it. I thought it was really, really good. So, and I feel like a lot of people in the chat feel the same way, talking about nostalgia, stuff like that. That's awesome. So, I'm glad to see that you guys appreciate me watching this episode again and kind of talking about it. But let's go ahead and rate the episode. Leave a comment or leave a thing in the live chat talking about what you would rate the episode out of 10. I am going to be giving it a 10 out of 10. This episode was a really good start to the overall Ninjago series and an overall season. So, yeah, really good stuff there. But let me know what you guys think about this episode in the chat. First score is 2 out of 10. All right. 9, 10, 9. 8.5. I thought this episode was really good. Lots of folks agree. 10 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Overall, this episode, in my opinion, was a really good entry into Ninjago. I loved the episode. I loved the character designs. I loved like the interactions between them, and overall, it was just a really good time. I really like it. I'm really excited to review the next episode of the season as well. That would be episode 2, Home. We're going to be doing that for tomorrow's stream. But in terms of this episode, 10 out of 10 from me. I see a lot of different ratings in the chat. We got a 1 out of 10 in there. I don't know if it deserves that necessarily. Lots of nostalgia stuff, 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Overall, I'd say the chat is pretty consistent with its views. Pretty good reviews overall. Not too bad. I really like this episode. So with that being said, guys, that'll just about do it for this episode review, but the stream is not over, as we still got a lot of time left, and normally we would turn this over to Q&A now. So we got pretty much anything going on here. In terms of what I'm going to be reviewing, yeah, I'm going to be reviewing all the Ninjago episodes that I have not seen, or not seen rather, but have not reviewed yet. So pretty much everything up till Hands of Time, because Hands of Time is when I first started my stream, or not my streams, geez, my YouTube channel pretty much in terms of my Ninjago videos. I started right around Hands of Time, so I reviewed all of Hands of Time up till the modern day, but I have not reviewed the pilots, or I have now, but before the stream starting, I haven't reviewed the pilots up until season 6. So we're going to be doing that. Right now we're on season 1, first episode of season 1. So yeah, I will be taking a drink of my brisk iced tea really quick, so maybe I can, talk. Kind of got a little bit of a voiceover issue today. Leave in the chat if you like brisk iced tea. I know I sure do. But yeah, we're opening up to questions now, so let's see what you guys got. Who's my favorite and least favorite character? In terms of Ninja, I really love Cole. Cole's my favorite character overall in the series, but I also really love Skylar, a couple of other characters. In terms of least favorite, got to go with one of the side characters, either Clutch Powers or Dareth, one of the obnoxious ones. It's not really too great in my opinion. Uh, yeah, we have reviewed everything from Hands of Time up till the modern day. So everything from season 7 up to season 13, and we are slowly making our way through the rest of the series. Obviously, I have not reviewed those yet, so that's what these streams will be for. So we got a lot of streams to do yet, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing this stuff for a very, very long time. So I got at least 60 more episodes, I think, to review. That means 60 more streams, so I'm sure you guys will be excited for that if you are a fan of these streams. If not, no big deal. Ugh, excuse me. So, let's go ahead and get started with some questions. Do I build Lego sets? Yeah, the ones that I collect. I don't collect every Ninjago set known to man, but I do collect the ones that I think are really good. So I will build them, keep them on the shelf. They look good. They look pretty. Do I think there should be a Serpentine spinoff like with Serpentine Life compared to Human Life? If they wanted to do like a Serpentine spinoff, I feel like they should do that as a prequel, during the Serpentine Anacondra Wars when the Elemental Masters were fighting off against the Ninja, stuff like that. I feel like, or not the Elemental Masters fighting the Ninja, geez, the Elemental Masters fighting the Serpentine. You're gonna have to forgive me. I cannot talk today for whatever reason, so expect me to mess up a lot during this stream. But I feel like they could do that as a prequel spinoff if they absolutely wanted to. I'm not sure if that's something that they would necessarily do, but if they were going to do it, I'd say do it as a prequel. At least that's how I would do it. Will I ever make a video on the Green Ninja Spinner? I did a long time ago. It was one of my first videos on the channel, in my opinion, from what I'm thinking. Again, I can't talk today, but I do feel like I've done a video on that earlier, so, and I will be talking about that again in a future video, so stay tuned for that very, very soon. Am I excited for Mandalorian Season 2? I actually haven't seen Season 1. I want to watch it though. I got Disney Plus. I might as well watch it. I just need time. There's a lot of stuff that I want to watch, but I don't have a lot of time for it. Like, for example, I really want to get into Monkey Kid, but I don't have a lot of time to watch the series necessarily, so yeah. Is it true that I am iDubbbz' successor? What do you mean by that? I haven't watched iDubbbz in a very long time. Will Pixel and Masaka be in season 14? I have no clue. Pixel and Masaka were kind of infamous for not having that big of a deal, or not having that big of a part in season 13. So I hope they come back in season 14. That'd be nice. But yeah. Why isn't the face of the first Spinjitzu master shown? Well, again, I don't really work on the show, but from what I can tell, it's pretty much like a nice mystery. It's like we don't really need to see the first Spinjitzu master's face to recognize that he's important. We don't need to recognize that he's there. We just need to know that he exists, I guess, more or less. So I don't think seeing his face is a important thing. I just feel like as long as we know that he's there and as long as we know what's going on, should be fine by there. So. Yeah. Do I live in America? I do. I do live in America. It's not fun. Wouldn't recommend it. Do I want to see more of Pixel Samurai X? Absolutely. I feel like Pixel is a very underrated character overall, but she has had a lot of spotlight overall the past couple of seasons. So I think her absence from season 13 was kind of refreshing, but I do want to see her back, and I feel like season 14 will bring her back. So overall, I'm pretty much expecting her to come back in season 14, but I don't think she needs like a big, I guess, story arc, if that makes sense. But I would like to see more of her. Do I like Mistake? She's all right. She's an interesting character. I think she's dead right now, though, right? In the context of the show, maybe. Favorite and least favorite season? I really love season 4. That's probably my all-time favorite season, Tournament of Elements. My least favorite season, either season 11, if you want to count that, or Day of the Departed, if you count that as a season. The Day of the Departed anniversary is on the 29th, I think, right? So I will be having that day pretty much dedicated to Day of the Departed videos because even though I hate that special with a passion, it's pretty much the reason why I got my start on YouTube. I'm fairly certain that Day of the Departed video that I initially made talking about why I hate it so much is the reason why my channel started to grow. So big shout out to Day of the Departed, I guess. Thank you for making the channel grow, but I still hate you. And to answer another question in the chat, what made me start doing YouTube? Well, one day when I was 13, I just decided to start up a channel and see where it went. I initially started with Hero Factory, Bionicle, Transformer reviews, stuff like that, but I eventually started to bring my love for Ninjago into my channel as well. I was always a big fan of Ninjago. I've always been there since day one, but it was really interesting, I guess, starting out with something that wasn't Ninjago and then seeing where I am now on the channel where all I talk about is Ninjago. So I got my start doing Hero Factory and stuff like that, but eventually I started making videos like this and it kind of stuck. So that's what I'm doing now. That's pretty much my plan for this. So yeah, hope that answers your question. What kind of music do I listen to as my favorite musical artist? I listen to all kinds of stuff. The only thing I don't like is like rap music or like uh, heavy metal music or just really like obnoxious screamo music. I'm not into that. I don't consider that to be something that is on my agenda of stuff to listen to. But I really love. There's a lot of Japanese music that I listen to, especially like from different idol groups such as Aqua and Muse. Those are probably my two favorites. Other than that, I just kind of listen to normal stuff. pretty much just whatever comes on the radio. But I really love Aqua. They're probably my favorite. I've seen them live a few times, and it's amazing. So highly recommend checking them out. They're great at what they do, and they're very awesome. If you were writing Ninjago, how would you write it? Well, overall, the series itself has done pretty good, I'd say, in terms of writing. There's only a few things that I would change, but I do have an idea for a big conclusion to Ninjago that I kind of want to write a script for. I've kind of been toying with my own ideas, and while it might be very fan fiction esque, I do feel like it's going to be a good conclusion to the series. So, yeah. I wouldn't really change anything necessarily except Day of the Departed. I've done a few videos talking about how I would rewrite that. But overall, I feel like Ninjago has done pretty well for itself over the past few years. I don't feel like there's anything that I would necessarily change, but I would like to be a writer on the show overall. That'd be nice. If any of you guys are watching from the Ninjago staff, I'm open to being hired. Please let me know. But yeah, if I eventually do write the screenplay for the big finale of Ninjago, I will show you guys. I'll do a video on it, stuff like that. It's going to be a long time, though. It takes me a while to write screenplays. I've written scripts and screenplays before for movies that I have no intention of making, but I just wrote them for fun. It takes a while. The first one took me about 4 or 5 months. It takes a fair bit of time. Face reveal. In terms of face reveal, it's been up there on the internet for a long time now. All you got to do is go through Google or something, search up TannerFishies face reveal. You'll find it. Um, in terms of the stream, not going to be doing that necessarily. Don't really consider that to be something that I want to do, but I have the option to. Maybe one day. Have I ever been to Ireland? I have not been to Ireland. It sounds fun though. There are a couple of YouTubers that I used to watch that are from there, so yeah. Is it okay if I give you my number so you can call me? They're like, probably not, man. That's probably not a good idea. Uh, Public service announcement, you probably shouldn't give away your phone number on the internet. That's probably not a good thing to do. So, sorry, but it's probably not a good idea. Rewatching Ninjago again. I'm on season 4. Nice. See, I get to rewatch Ninjago for these streams, so it's pretty fun. I'm having a good time rewatching the series. Um, Gonna go ahead and get started with that here. I really like doing that. What made you like Ninjago? I don't know. There was just something that drew me to it. I first discovered Ninjago when I was looking through a Lego magazine that I used to get. I used to be subscribed to the Lego Club service. I think I still am, actually. I'm not sure where the magazines keep going. They probably keep on showing up to my parents' house. But yeah, I got that, and I got the January issue of 2011, and there was a section in there about Ninjago, and I thought it was really cool. And I kind of looked into it a little more, found out that it was coming out with a TV show, or at least a TV special. Watched it, immediately fell in love with it. So I thought it was really good from the start. And overall, I'm really impressed with where the series has gone, and I will stick with it until the day that it dies, which will pretty much be a very long time from now, if the rumors are true. Am I married? I am not. How unfortunate. How do I deal with people hating? People hating, you really can't deal with that necessarily. A lot of people will just go on the internet just to try to get a reaction out of you or some way. If someone has like actual criticism, then by all means you should listen to it. I'm not saying that you need to change if you ever get criticized, but it's like good to take that in. Again, you're not obligated to go ahead and abide by that. Nobody can tell you what you can do, but in some cases it's interesting. I've had a fair bit of history with people hating and people trying to criticize me for stuff that isn't really necessary. And with that kind of stuff, you just kind of roll it off. You don't really think about it. But in terms of like people hating, you just don't. You can just block them or just silence them out that way, because really all they want is some type of reaction. So I guess that makes sense. But overall, that's pretty much what I do. A lot of the times I just kind of slip under the comments anyway, and I don't really see them. Are you orange juice gang or milk gang? Orange juice. I love orange juice. Don't really drink a lot of milk. Have you? Oh, no, they haven't been patched up. I stopped talking to them. In case you guys don't know, there used to be a couple of YouTubers that absolutely hated me for whatever reason, and one of them just dropped off the face of the planet. I'm not sure what the other one is doing at the moment. I haven't really been keeping up with them, but it's not really like, I don't know. We were kind of friendly at the beginning when I first started like doing Ninjago stuff, but it quickly turned sour. for whatever reason, and then a whole bunch of other stuff happened, and now we're just not connected anymore because I don't want to be. They tried to reach out to me, but I just decided that it's not worth it. You know, it's like I'd rather not. I'd rather just do my own thing and not have to worry about other people, if that makes sense. That's kind of the reason why I don't want to do like a lot of collabs with other people. I've been asked to do collaborations with other YouTubers, and while I have done that in the past, I haven't really been doing that as of late, unless it's like something big, like you know, just something, a review or something like that. But I haven't really been doing that because, again, the way that I make my videos is very specific to me. And in order to, I guess, make those videos my own, I can't really bounce that off of another person. It's really hard for me to collaborate with people just because it's like it's my own videos and stuff. I kind of want to have complete control, if that makes sense. Um, but in terms of like collaborating with other YouTubers, I'm not really so open with it right now just because I just find it difficult to bounce ideas off of someone else, and I'd rather just stick with what I'm comfortable with. You know, I'm just doing my own thing. That's kind of my stance right now. It's also why I haven't really been interacting with a lot of other big Ninjago YouTubers. I just don't really want to. I want to just do my own thing. What do I think the future of Ninjago holds? Who really knows? There's like a lot of stuff to say about about Ninjago's future. All we know is that we are getting 2021 2 seasons in there, and then in 2022 we are confirmed to be getting more Ninjago stuff. So not really too sure about that. There's not a whole lot that we know for certain. We just have a bunch of rumors to think about. Um, but just overall, it's kind of interesting to think about how far Ninjago has come and where it's going to go. In my opinion, it's going to be doing some great stuff. So, again, guys, with the spam in the chat, please try not to. If you want a question or if you want to ask a question, just ask it and then, you know, ask it every now and then. You don't need to spam it over and over again. It makes me not want to answer the question if we're being honest. So, just letting you guys know that. In terms of my age, I'm 20, 20. But yeah, please try not to spam. If I don't like answer the question, then you can ask it again in a little bit and I'll get to it eventually, but try not to spam. It just doesn't make the stream fun for anybody, so please try not to. How's my day? It's been pretty good so far. Woke up early, took a trip to the Walmarts, got some movies, and then came back here, worked on some videos, and now we're live streaming. So after the stream, I will continue to work on videos. It's just a matter of streaming, and then we're good to go. But yeah, it's okay. It's just try not to like spam, I guess, necessarily. Do you think Harumi's a good villain? Absolutely. I feel like Harumi's a terrifically written villain. I feel like she's got a lot of stuff that a lot of other villains just don't, like backstory and, you know, an actual reason for doing what she's doing, rather than just, oh, hey, I'm evil for the sake of being evil, like a lot of other villains. But yeah, I feel like Harumi's really good. I feel like her story kind of left a little too much unsolved, though, and I would like to see her come back and resolve a lot of that, but it's very unlikely that she ever will. Why am I not active on Discord? Again, it's just like a time crunch thing. A lot of my time is spent doing stuff on YouTube, and while I wish I could be in Discord more often, uh, my current living situation and my current life just doesn't really have a lot of options open to that. So, in terms of my own server, I do kind of leave it open to my mods, and I feel really bad about that. Um, but overall, I mean, it's if I had more time, I would do it. But it's just like not a lot of I don't know, not a lot of stuff right now that I have, I guess, freedom to do. I want a lot of freedom, but it's just kind of not an option right now. How's my roommate? She's good. I think she's still asleep though. She comes in when I'm done with stream and we hang out and stuff. So she's pretty cool. Do I have a girlfriend? That's the question. No comment. I took another drink of my iced tea. Brisk is good, guys. A lot of people talk a lot of smack about brisk iced tea. It's pretty good. Not sponsored, by the way. Favorite intro? I really like Hands of Time's intro, if we're being honest, but I also really enjoy season 5. I love that intro, and I really like the original intros are kind of classic. You have awesome cats that want to snuggle with you. Yeah, we got 3 cats running around the apartment. 2 of them are actually sleeping in the same room as me right now. One of them's on the chair, one of them's in its little kitty bed. I'm not sure where the third one is, off somewhere, doing whatever. But yeah, why did I make a channel about Ninjago out of all the things that I liked? Well, Ninjago just kind of, I guess, fell into it. Again, like with my channel when I first started out, I was doing all sorts of different stuff. I was doing like Lego reviews, Transformer reviews, Pokemon videos, stuff like that. I pretty much had everything that I liked wrapped into one consistent thing. But when my Ninjago videos started taking off, I realized that maybe I should settle on that because Ninjago is something that I really love, and out of everything that I previously mentioned, Ninjago is something that I like more than that. So I figured I'd dedicate a few videos strictly to Ninjago and see how that goes, and a lot of folks liked it. So that's where we're at now in today's day and age. Am I in university right now? I'm kind of on a little bit of a break at the moment. I'm kind of like halfway done with my degree or getting it, but with COVID and all that kind of stuff, I find it difficult to like function. And also, I kind of want some time to myself to do YouTube for a little bit. So I decided to take a little bit of a break, but I plan to go back very soon and try to finish that up. That is a long-term goal of mine, and I will do it. It's just like I still have like the next 4 or 5 years to worry about that. So obviously I got it covered. But yeah, to answer your question, I still am technically enrolled. I'm just kind of on a little bit of a break. We'll be going back very soon. Do I feel like Cole is underrated? Not so much anymore. Ever since season 13 came out, I'm pretty comfortable with his balance with the other ninja. I think he's pretty much right on there. So yeah, not too concerned about Cole being underrated. So yeah. How come you have a roommate? Because I wanted to move in with her because she's awesome. So, and she accepted me and welcomed me with open arms. So, big shout out to her. Do I find any of the Ninjago characters cute? Like in terms of like general cuteness? Yeah, I mean they're all Lego characters. Lego characters are cute by default. But in terms of like actual characters, finding characters cute or whatever that is, well, I think Cole's awesome. Really love Skylar, Pixel, all that kind of stuff. So yeah. You are stupid. Thanks, man. Do I sing? I do not. I would like to. A dream of mine was to be a singer when I was really young, but not so much anymore. Anime or Ninjago? Oh, depends on the thing. Because there's a lot of anime that's really good, and there's a lot of anime that's really bad. Such like, how there's a lot of Ninjago seasons that's really good, and a lot of Ninjago seasons that are really bad. So, I don't know. It just kind of depends on what it is. Some animes I like more than others, and some of my favorite seasons of all time are Ninjago stuff and anime stuff. I don't know. It's just I like both of them. Um, so yeah. Don't you like My Hero Academia more? Why don't you make My Hero Academia videos? Not so much. I mean, My Hero is pretty great and all, but I really like Ninjago too. And that used to be a big argument back in the day where people were like, oh, well, you like anime more and all that kind of stuff. Well, why don't you just make anime videos? You don't like Ninjago, which was really awkward because I'm not sure how one can like anime and not Ninjago, vice versa. You can like more than one thing, and you can choose to make videos on something that you love. It doesn't have to be the thing that you love the most. Even if I enjoyed My Hero more than Ninjago, which I don't, spoilers, I probably wouldn't make My Hero videos because Ninjago is something that I want to make videos about. So yeah. Hope that answers your question. um, do I like Death Note? Haven't seen it. It's on my list of stuff to watch, and I know I probably should watch it. The only thing I've seen of Death Note is that really horrible Netflix movie, which was really awful. But I know the show is going to be a lot better because it's Netflix, and Netflix adaptations are not good. So yeah, hope that answers your question there. Yeah, it doesn't. I understand, but like a lot of folks like just didn't, I guess, catch on to that earlier on. Like there was like a big controversy with like people saying that I couldn't like anime or that I had to like Ninjago to make Ninjago videos. There was a big rumor going around for a very long time that I was a fake Ninjago fan, which is really, really funny in my opinion. Because it's like, are you serious? I'm a fake Ninjago fan. Holy heck. The reason why people said I was a fake Ninjago fan was because I wanted to make money off of Ninjago, and my response to that was, yeah, man, Ninjago, the biggest cash cow on YouTube. That's the business to get into to make money. Could you please sing the Ninjago theme song for us? No spoilers, but maybe that'll be the idea for 100K. Get me to 100K subscribers, and I'll make a video singing the entire Weekend Whip. I promise you that right here on my life. What do I think of Green Flame? I think Green Flame's kind of underrated. A lot of folks don't like it for various reasons. I think it's kind of fun though. Though I do prefer Kai and Lloyd in kind of the uh, big brother little brother relationship. I kind of prefer that with them. This man dedicates hours to make these videos, and they think he's a fake Ninjago fan. Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's pretty much the general consensus, or at least it was a while ago. And for those of you wondering how I make videos or how I do so many videos in one day, I pretty much have all day to make videos. I usually try to release like 3 videos a day, and that's just because I have a lot of time during the day to make stuff dedicated to Ninjago videos. That is, I dedicate some time to making videos, and that kind of doesn't really give me room to do other stuff. Like again, I don't really have a lot of time to interact on Discord. Don't have a lot of a lot of time to watch stuff that I necessarily want to. But I have a lot of time during the day that I dedicate for videos, so that's kind of why I'm able to produce that many. Because remember, YouTube is my full-time job at this point, so I want to go ahead and put in like the full 8-hour workday, if that makes sense. So, and like the live streams are like the start of that, if that makes sense. So I will be working on videos probably until like around 8 o'clock tonight, my time, because right now it's like 12:40. So hope that answers your question. How do I give you fan mail? Well, I don't really have a P.O. box or anything like that. The easiest way to do that is either sending me an email or sending me like a DM on Twitter or Instagram, something like that. But again, it's really hard for me to get back to people that will do that because I get countless messages a day. So try not to be too discouraged if I don't really get back to you. It's not something that is my choice. It's just the fact that I have several messages coming in on a daily basis. So yeah. Am I doing daily streams now? Yes, pretty much Monday through Friday. I'll get into the information on the streams again when we conclude this stream in about 20 minutes or so. So, what was for breakfast this morning? A brisk iced tea. I don't really eat breakfast. I know it's a bad thing, but you know, give me a free Skull Sorcerer set or I'll see where I'm mean and trash. Aw man, everyone gets a Skull Sorcerer set now. I'm just kidding. I do giveaways from time to time on the channel. Um, Still waiting for the Firestone mech to get to its giveaway winner. Sent that out a while ago. I'm not sure if it's there yet. I'll interact with, or I'll talk to the winner here sometime today and ask him if it's there yet. So, what's my opinion on How to Train Your Dragon? Really like it. The first movie is kind of weak in my opinion. The second one's the best one, and the third one's pretty good as well. But the only issue with those movies, for me, is that I really just don't like any other characters besides like Hiccup and Toothless. I feel like those two are the only good people in the whole thing. Everyone else kind of sucks. But thankfully, the movies are pretty much about them. So, yeah. But yeah, at 100K, I'm going to be doing something really special. So 90K, I'll probably do another giveaway, if we're being honest, if I hopefully get there. How do I answer all these questions? I don't get to answering all the questions. It's just a matter of like, I glance in the chat, and the first one that I see, I answer. So that's about it. It says you're reviewing Rise of the Snakes, but you're just doing a Q&A. Yeah, we reviewed Rise of the Snakes earlier in the stream. Obviously, that review didn't take up the entire stream, so now we're just doing Q&A. So hopefully that makes sense. Usually with these streams, guys, we tend to go ahead and do the episode review within the first 15-20 minutes, and then kind of turn it over to Q&A, because it's not going to take me an hour to review the entire episode. So usually it takes me about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes-ish. Do you think the ninja could face another army like they did in Season 2 or 3 that would lead to a final battle? I think so. I feel like that's the best way to do it, is it not? Who's the most powerful ninja? Cole in terms of physical strength, Lloyd in terms of power. That's pretty much been my stance on that. Could I do another Ninjago IRL? Probably not anytime soon. A lot of those people have kind of moved away, the ones that I used to do videos with or do those videos with, and some of them I'm not friends with anymore, and some of which are, again, just far away. So it's kind of not really going to happen necessarily. Sorry about that. There might be more skits coming up because I do have a few friends that want to do more skits like that, but I don't think it's going to be Ninjago related. So Ninjago IRL is probably not going to have a fourth episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed the first 3. Will I ever make more Ninjago XD videos? I can't really do those videos anymore due to Lego not being familiar with copyright. I mean, Lego as a company, like, I love a lot of stuff about them, but they do not understand fair use and copyright to save their life. They claimed a lot of those videos and took a lot of those videos down, so I've just decided to not bother with it. You know, it was a series that I really liked making, but if Lego's going to be that way, then I can't really make it anymore. So yeah, that's really my only big issue with Lego as a company. Um, that and some other stuff in terms of like their marketing and just whatnot. So yeah, hope that answers your question. I love your last skit where you got in trouble with Lloyd for liking anime. Yeah, like stuff like that I'll do a lot, and thank you very much for that. Um, Stuff like that I'll do on occasion. I do have another one planned very, very soon that I might go ahead and do. It's not going to be as epic as that one, if that makes sense, but it's going to be a little smaller scale. But I do have one planned. What set is my favorite vehicle? Gotta be one of the Ninjago movie mechs, or at least the movie Destiny's Bounty, if that counts as a vehicle. Technically it does, right? Because it's like it's a boat, so I guess that one. In terms of a Ninjago mech, I really love Kai's movie mech and Cole's movie mech. I love all the movie mechs overall, they're awesome. Can I do the Overlord voice? Not in this video. Truth be told, I did that voice for that one skit, but it does give me like a really bad headache, man. When I do it, I really have to like get deep down in there. That makes sense. Which that's another profession that I had a dream of doing for a while. Was being a voice actor. Because I can do some voices. Unfortunately, my stuff doesn't really, get attention or anything like that. So that's kind of out of the question, unfortunately. But it's fun for the time being. I'm a meme. What do you mean by that? Am I an introvert? Yes. But doing YouTube is kind of comfortable because I don't have to talk to anyone face to face most of the time, so it helps me. I can just talk to all the words coming up on the screen. I mean, naturally, I know that you guys are human beings, but right now all I'm seeing is just words, so it's easy for me to, you know, communicate in that way. Do I watch any Ninjago animators? Not really in terms of stop motion, not necessarily. There are some really good Ninjago stop motions out there, and there are some really bad Ninjago stop motions out there. Just kind of depends on your skill set, but overall, it's not really something that I like to watch necessarily, if that makes sense. I am a god. Yes. What set is my favorite dragon? If the Nindroid or if the Lloyd mech dragon counts, then I'll do that. But in terms of an actual dragon, probably the Golden Dragon from Legacy. I can't wait to see what the Overlord dragon looks like though when it comes out next year for Legacy. That's going to be awesome. What element do I want to have? Either lightning or ice. I feel like that'd be really cool. Rip. Yeah, I don't really watch his stuff, man. He's kind of a jerk. But even if he was like a nice guy, I wouldn't watch his stuff just because I don't really like to watch stop motions. Do I think Pythor should return? Yeah, because the story's not done yet, so they could definitely bring him back. I want to see Clancy again. Yeah, Clancy is in a different realm somewhere doing God knows what. But yeah, old ninja or new ninja. It kind of depends on the ninja, if we're being honest. I mean, a lot of folks will ask me, hey, do you like the older designs or the new designs better? Uh, I don't know, because like for some, the old designs work. For some, the new designs work. I'd say the only new design that doesn't really work for me is J. I like the older J design a lot more, but everybody else I feel like benefits from the new designs very, very much. So I'd say overall I like the newer designs a little more because the only one I don't like is J. So, and it's not like the old designs are bad. They're really good in my opinion. It's just like the new designs are so much better. So, is the Lloyd alarm clock currently watching you? Yes, he's over on the shelf right now. I feel judged. I feel like I'm gonna, if the stream suddenly goes black, you know why. So yeah. What are my thoughts on Burst Spinjitzu? In this show, I think it's really cool. I like the concept of it, and I hope that other ninja can unlock Spinjitzu Burst as well. And I hope it's not just something for, Cole. But in terms of like the actual spinners, I do not like them at all. I ended up giving my brother a Spinjitzu Burst spinner for his birthday. He turned 16 a few days ago, and I got him a Spinjitzu burst spinner because it's kind of an inside joke that we have with each other. When I was trying to film my Spinjitzu burst video, he helped me out with it and tried to figure it out too, so kind of an inside joke. So I gave him the Lloyd one. I have the Cole one. How old is Lloyd? Who really knows? Honestly, like Ages of the Ninja, a lot of folks don't really, a lot of folks don't know because we don't have an exact answer. How do I make so many vids per day? Because I spend pretty much all my time making YouTube videos. Since YouTube is my full-time job, I tend to work the full 8-hour shift for videos, so that's pretty much how I'm able to do that. I could kind of do Klaus's voice. Ooh, that's awesome. Yeah, like voice acting in general is just really fun to make. And I've done some like voice acting for like some super old Ninjago videos that some of my friends have made, but not really anything since, except that anime video that I did where I voiced the Lloyd alarm clock, which that was pretty fun. But again, that voice doing that gives me a major headache. Who do I love more, Overlord or Omega? Overlord's my favorite of the two, but Omega's kind of cool too. I just don't think his potential was all the way there, but he did, express a lot of his power, so I thought that was kind of cool. I think Kai's older design is much better than the new. Yeah, I mean, people have their own personal opinions, and that's fine. A lot of folks don't like Kai's new hair, for example. I think it's pretty cool, though. I don't really have an issue with it, but I can understand why some people would. Again, the power of opinions. Everybody can think a little differently, and no one has to feel judged. But, your time in the tournament is over. I can't wait until we get to Tournament of Elements, because I really want to review those episodes soon. What if Kai was Iron Man? It would be quite the interesting show. How many siblings do I have? I have two. I have a younger brother and a younger sister. I am the oldest of the Trinity. Over the side. Yeah, the new ninja looks are easy to get used to. I feel like a lot of people are used to them by now, and I've also seen a whole bunch of people comment on my videos every now and then saying like, "Oh, these design changes are the reason why I left the show," which is like, to each his own, but I don't really feel like the design changes are a legitimate reason to stop watching, but I can understand why some people would. I personally wouldn't stop watching over the design changes, but that's just me. You guys do you. The trio of danger. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's been 3 years since season 8. I was just thinking that myself. It's been like 3 years since like the ninjas' designs have changed. That's crazy. We've been at these for 3 years now. That's amazing. Yeah, I like the new designs overall. I feel like they're awesome. Um, did you like the Kids Bop rendition of the Ninjago theme song? I have not heard it. If it's a real thing, I hope it's not a real thing. So, what if Skylar got her own season? That would be awesome. I'd be ecstatic. Unfortunately, I don't think she will because she's not a main character, but I feel like she definitely had the chance to become a main character, and I don't get why she's not. She'd be perfect for the ninja team. It is real. Oh god. I have not heard that. Somebody send me the link on Discord or Twitter, Instagram, something, and I guess I'll check it out after the stream. I'm not going to play it on stream because I don't want to get copyright strucken by the Kids Bop crew. I did not know that's a real thing. Somebody send it to me. That sounds awful. I'd like to make digital fan art for you. What would you like drawn and how could I send it? Ooh, well, in terms of fan art, a lot of folks draw fan art, and I think it's all super cool. If you, honestly, anything's good. If you wanted to, that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. You could either just like send it on Twitter or Instagram, something like that, and that'd be cool. And I'll retweet it and share it and all that kind of stuff. So, and that pretty much goes for everybody. I mean, anybody that sends me fan art, I try to interact with and retweet and give them some attention, give them a shout out. So, yeah, feel free. Obviously, my Twitter and Instagram are the most easy ways to reach me and do that. So, let me know. So, yeah, I'll watch the Kids Bop Whip after the stream. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Ugh, it's going to be great. Is Pixel going to be in season 14? Not really sure. I don't really work on the show and we don't really have a lot of information, so maybe. Sent it on Discord, awesome. Oh yeah, I see I have a couple messages on Discord. I'll check it out after the stream, guys. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, that goes for anybody that wants to do fan art, anything like that. Even if you just draw Ninjago art in general and you send it to me, I'll retweet it, shout you out, stuff like that. So yeah, feel free. Arcturus or Pythor? Pythor, because we haven't seen that much of Arcturus yet. So yeah. Do I like the new ice mech? Are we talking about the Titan mech for Legacy? If so, then yes, absolutely, I love that. Some stuff, I don't know, most mechs in Ninjago I really like. Some of the mechs aren't really so great. Do I think that the Black Adam movie will be good? Is that even coming out? I've heard rumors that it was like delayed or something, but it's got The Rock in it, right? So how bad can it actually be? Except just kidding, The Rock's been in some bad stuff. Why don't I like Captain Marvel? Well, the movie was pretty bland and average, and the character is like super like obnoxious and preachy. So that's why. Am I excited for the Overlord Dragon set? Absolutely. I feel like that set's going to look awesome, and I can't wait to put it next to the Golden Dragon when it comes out. Cannot wait. How would the TV Ninja react to the movie Ninja? I almost kind of want to see like a multiverse scenario where the movie crosses over with the show. That'd be the only way that I'd be, I guess, happy with the movie and the show crossing over, is if it's kind of like an alternate universe type thing. That'd be kind of cool. Am I excited for Zack Snyder's Justice League? Yeah, absolutely. I feel like the original Justice League is awful, and I can't wait to see what Zack Snyder does with it. Hopefully, he makes it a lot more good. You know, it's supposed to be happy. Yes, yes. Have you guys watched Beast Wars? Megatron from Beast Wars. It's amazing. Why do Ninjago fans do Nia and Lloyd shipping? I don't know. Like, there's a whole bunch of ships in Ninjago. Some are canon, some are not. Um, but yeah, I mean, it just depends on who you ship. It's like some people ship Lloyd and Nia, some people ship Lloyd and Jay, some people ship Cole and Jay, some people ship Lloyd and Kai. It just kind of depends on what you want to ship, man. I mean, like anything's up for grabs. It's a free community. You can do whatever you want. Do I like green water? I no. That sounds gross. Is Golden Lloyd stronger than the first Spinjitzu master? I'm not sure if he's stronger, but I know that they have around the same level of power. I'm not sure if one's stronger than the other. I just know like golden power is pretty much what the first Spinjitzu master used, so they're pretty much right on par with each other, I'd say. Just my opinion. Akita or Harumi, which one is good for Lloyd? In terms of a long-term relationship, definitely Akita. If Harumi was willing to change, then maybe Lloyd and Harumi would have worked out. But I feel like Akita would be pretty good for Lloyd as of right now, because Lloyd is not over Harumi, and it is very obvious. Favorite non-movie bounty? Probably the new Legacy one. I feel like that's the best non-movie bounty that we've gotten, but the movie bounty is still the best. Do I prefer the OG Golden Dragon to the Legacy version? Uh, in a lot of ways, yeah. I like the size of the original Golden Dragon, but I feel like the new Legacy Golden Dragon is a lot better in terms of proportions. Top 10 worst Ninjago episodes. Ooh, I can't really go over that right now in the stream, but that would make for a good video. But, that's too much information to pass on in the stream right now, and I can't really think about that on the top of my head. So, apologies. Um, Do I have Disney Plus? Yeah, I do. I got it for the Marvel shows that have been delayed, so that's fun. But there's some stuff on Disney Plus that I enjoy watching. It's not just all about the Marvel stuff, but yeah, I do have Disney Plus. Wrong place, wrong time is bad. I really like that episode. I thought that was good. iPhone or Android? I have an iPhone. Pale Man underrated, absolutely. And as we reach the few last minutes of the stream, what we usually do is turn it over to rapid fire questions. So any type of question that I could answer in one sentence, feel free to let me know. We're just going to be going through these quick, and I'm going to answer them as quickly as possible for the last couple of minutes here, because the stream is almost over. So let's go ahead and get some rapid fire questions out here. Favorite color? Blue. Do you think the Overlord is just waiting and chilling back in the Dark Island? Yeah, he's still around. He's just like not in Ninjago right now. What are my cats' names? We got Momo, we got Waffle, and we got Blaze. Those are the three kitties. Clown villain or vampire villain? I think the vampire villain would be a lot better. Do you think Skylar and Moro should be on the team? I feel like both of them should be on the team, if we're being honest. They could both do some good stuff. Did you have your desktop or laptop computer yet? Currently on my computer right now. Yes. Do you like the soundtrack in Ninjago? Absolutely. The soundtrack is beautiful. The music is excellent. Would recommend. Do I want Legacy Chen or Moro? I'd honestly prefer Legacy Moro, but I think both of them would be good, and I feel like we should get both of them. So, yeah. Do I like fruit gummies? Yes, absolutely. Overlord or Pythor? I gotta go with Overlord. Are you gonna get a PS5? Not right away. I have no reason to buy one immediately, but I will buy one eventually. Should Wu die? I will be doing a video about that very soon, so stay tuned for that answer. Echo Zane coming back? Not necessarily. Very unlikely that they're going to bring Echo Zane back, unfortunately. Sensei Garmadon or Wu? Sensei Garmadon is just so cool, man. It's awesome. Whoa, $5 donation by Darth J. Flynn. Thank you very much. Sorry I'm late. Hold this donation. Hey, no problem, man. Thank you so much for taking the time to make it to the stream. It's awesome. Thank you very much. And thanks again for the donation. Yeah, thanks a lot. um, which is better, seasons 1 through 7, 8 to 13? Ooh, maybe 8 to 13, just off the top of my head. They got some good stuff in there. Do I want more ninjas on the team? Yeah, I feel like that'd be awesome if they added more ninja. It's just like I'm not sure if they would right now, actually. Are you gonna go to the Lego Ninjago ride in Legoland? Probably not anytime soon. I've never been to Legoland, and I don't plan on going anytime soon because of COVID. So kind of screwed that over there. Thanks, COVID. Do I like Ninjago Decoded? I do not. I think Decoded was a waste of time. And let's go ahead and answer one more question before the stream gets done. Let's see what we're gonna do. Who's the last one? We'll do Vanya or Skylar. So in terms of who I like more, Vanya or Skylar, I mean they're both awesome. They're both best girl, but I gotta go with Skylar. Princess Vanya is pretty good though, all things considered. She's an awesome character, and I hope we see more of her in the future, just like how we saw more of Skylar here and there. But with that being said, guys, that'll just about do it here for the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just going to go over the information really quick, just in case those of you guys who are joining us right now are kind of confused, or in case some of you guys need reminding. So we'll be streaming Monday through Friday, pretty much from 12 to 1 Central Time every day. If there's ever something that comes up where I can't stream, I will let you guys know through the community tab in the on the channel. So just go ahead and check that. If you don't see a stream, just know that that's probably where I'm at. Episode review and Q&A, stuff like that. So tomorrow we will be talking about episode 2 of Ninjago entitled Home and doing another Q&A. So be sure to stay tuned for that, guys. In the meantime, that'll just about do it. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, everyone that asked questions. And thank you for the donations, everyone. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for tomorrow's stream and stay tuned on the channel for the rest of the day. Got a few more videos coming out later on, so be sure to stick around for those. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. My name is TannerFishies.